Hello and welcome back to Monday Mod Tips. Today we are going to be going over how to install aluminum flywheels. Aluminum flywheels are different than the plastic ones because the plastic ones are just friction fit. You push them on and you're good to go. The aluminum ones are a little bit more complicated. We're also going to be looking at putting them into a canted flywheel cage, which is also a little bit more complicated. With straight flywheel cages, once again, you just have to make sure that they're pushed down, not too far so that they're rubbing against the bottom, and not too tall so that you're not actually getting proper centering on the bore. But with the aluminum ones, it's a little bit trickier. The aluminum ones, for one, are held in place by screws, tiny hex screws, 2 of them on either side of the shaft. And with the canted flywheel cages, if you have it all the way down, it rubs really, really bad, and it will cause bad things. You'll burn out your motors, possibly blow up your lipo. So you definitely want to make sure that these are positioned correctly. And where they appear to be best is almost at the very tip of the motor peg. You could probably go a little bit lower and thus center them a little bit better, but if you go too much lower, you're going to start rubbing against the walls of the flywheel cage. So we're going to put it about there. You're again going to need a fairly small Allen wrench, or in my case, an Allen screwdriver. I'm using Starhead screws. It's a T6 is what I'm using, appears to be the right size, and you're going to tighten it. And you're going to want to be really careful not to over tighten it. This is aluminum. It is not the strongest metal in the world. It's lightweight, but it also strips out. And if you are fool enough to torque it too much, you will strip out the thread, and then you will have to replace the flywheels. So we're not rubbing against anything. That is lovely. This is another example where you're probably going to want to use some kind of Loctite, super glue, something similar on those screws when you put them in for the final time, because otherwise the vibration of it moving are going to loosen them, and then your flywheels are going to slip in the middle of combat, and you're going to die, and it's going to be horrible. Or you're going to get tagged. Let's not be too dramatic. So again, line it up where you want, and tighten it down. Again, I'm using a pair of Trust Fires in a double pack, just so it's like a 9-volt battery. A 9-volt battery will work just as well. You can just touch the leads and make sure that everything's spinning properly. Make sure everything spins smoothly. Make sure they have roughly the same cooldown time. And there you go. That is how you install aluminum flywheels into an aluminum flywheel cage. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, corrections, put them in the comment section below. I hope this is helpful, and thank you for watching.